Hey guys, it's Ash with Gamers Compete here with part 6 of our Overwatch Complete Series and the continuation of our consistency guide. So previously we talked about having a routine or like a sort of warm-up that you do every day. And so we talked about more of the in-game aspect. You can also do things, it could just be things like a mental warm-up of some kind or an actual physical warm-up. um, Something to get yourself hyped up for the games and get you excited, things like that. Um, Same thing like if you were playing a sport. Some people have chants, some people have um, weird, different little rituals like rubbing dirt on their hands for whichever field they're going to play at, or things like that. But today we're going to be really talking about the next part, which is having self awareness. So, what is the reason you're playing? Why are you playing this? Is it to have fun? Is it to see your SR grow? Is it breaching new ranks? Is it meeting new people? Kind of sitting down and figuring out what it is that's driving you to play, but then also understanding that maybe other people will be different. And then being aware of your own mistakes. So go back and watch your replays. Now with the new Overwatch replay feature, it's really easy. You can go back, watch yourself, see the mistakes you make, acknowledge them, and see how you can improve based off of those mistakes. Even on games you win, it doesn't just have to be games you lose. On games you win too, go back, look at some things you could have done better to improve, and just play with the intention to improve. If you play with the intention to improve, chances are you will improve. If you just play and you don't attempt to, or if you don't actively participate in self improvement, then you're not going to improve. At least not nearly as much as you would if you played with the intention to actively improve. Um, and yes, Overwatch is a team game. Yes, everyone makes mistakes. You're responsible for your own mistakes. You can't control what other people are going to do. So work on your own mistakes. And whenever somebody else makes a mistake, just remind yourself you make mistakes too. Now, what this does, having the bigger goal than just winning that singular game, the goal of improvement or your goal to have fun or your goal to make friends, things like that, it will allow you to focus more on the bigger picture. So that way, maybe if you lose a game, you're a lot less likely to tilt and a lot more likely to remain sort of in the right mindset to continue playing and improving. As well as if you're playing for improvement or you're playing to make friends, things like that, and you're not sitting there calling out other people, they're a lot more likely to be in a better mindset as well. Um, they might, you might run into the occasional person who is toxic and will blame it all on you, things like that. And when you do run into people like that, you do need to ignore them or just tune them out, things like that. But the majority of the time, if you're positive and you're working on yourself, improving yourself, then as opposed to bothering them about what they can do better and, oh, you did this wrong, things like that, they're a lot less likely to jump on you and attack you about it. So once you've gone ahead and you've broken down your major goal and what you want to do to improve or what you want to improve upon, have goals set in place. So it could be something maybe maybe you're really bad at McCree and your accuracy is horrendous, say 14%. And say you want to improve, set a goal, maybe it could be something as small as improve from 14% to maybe 35%, just a small improvement. Or so you can have those short-term goals, but also have the long-term goal of improve your McCree accuracy to an average of 65%, or maybe improve your McCree accuracy to 47% or 50% with a critical accuracy, an accuracy for crit shots of say 45%. And so this will not only will achieving this goal affect your gameplay, but also having these little goals will allow you to have victories, even if, say, you have a really bad game and you lose the game, but you hit that goal. Say you had a really bad game as McCree, but at the end of the game, you look at your stats. You've got 65% accuracy as McCree, and then 80% of that is crit shots, or 45% of that is crit shots. That's still a significant improvement from that original 14%, and that's something to be proud of. And having those little things to be proud of can just be a really nice little motive booster, as well as having that bigger picture, those goals set in place that you want to achieve. Achieving those goals feels amazing and just kind of helps you stay happy and stay in the right mindset. But also you have goals other than just winning and losing in the game. Now, don't just notice improvements, notice your mistakes too to help you to continue to improve. So acknowledge that you make mistakes, notice and make note when you make a mistake as well. So maybe you're playing that McCree game, and maybe yes your accuracy increases, but maybe say now you're not properly shutting down the enemy Doomfist or Pharah. Maybe those shots were mostly on the enemy tanks, or maybe you weren't properly doing your job. The Perhaps your healers kept asking if you could peel for them because your other DPS wouldn't. Things like that. Um, Now, these don't necessarily correlate, but they're just examples. Like, acknowledge that you make mistakes. Go back and review the mistakes and see what you could have done differently to improve. And we learn a lot more from mistakes and from losses than we do from wins. So just keep that in mind. So that's basically it for this part of consistency. We will have more videos about this coming out on our schedule next Thursday and Tuesday. And happy holidays, and I will talk to you guys later. Hey guys, quick note. So I'm trying out this new format. It's still rough around the edges. We'll be working on it and refining it more later. Um, do you prefer me talking while I have gameplay going in the background, or do you prefer just the live recordings as I go through maybe in the training arena or in the custom games, things like that? Would you like to see live competitive? This is actually gameplay from when I was climbing Gamers Compete Up, because it placed in plat, so I climbed. So this is gameplay from when I was climbing Gamers Compete Up in Masters rank, as you can see. But go ahead and leave your feedback down in the comments and let me know how you would like to see the video format change or stay the same. Thanks.